Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Afterburner. I am one of your hosts, Alex, Instagram Crazy NZ Wrestling Figs, and your other host is.
Yeah.
Where is my mic gone? I have been not working. Why am I not working? I can't hear Jack. Don't know what's happened there, Matthew.
Tethering issues.
No, now I can hear you.
You can hear me? Well,
Yeah.
whatever you just done, don't do it again.
I don't know what happened, to be honest.
What a great start to the show.
Yeah, great start. We had that all worked out perfectly in the pre-show, and then it just went and fucked itself. And now it's gone again. What is going on with this headset?
We're amateurs.
See?
Guys.
I can only hear you intermittently. I'll be back. I'm going to get another headset.
You can't.
What's happening?
We've all turned to shit. We've all gone and turned to shit. We've gone and turned to shit all of a sudden, guys. Does this work better when this is plugged in?
Or is it working better now that it's out? Someone just let us know real quick. Can hear me now. Ruben, can you hear us better when we are? Well, when this is plugged in, when it's not. Like, can you hear me better right now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. So should I just maybe do about this and have it on my head and make it look like I've got it in? Is that what we're going to do here? Well, this is the start I had planned.
That was a horrendous first 5 minutes.
It definitely was. Well, anyway,
welcome to the show.
Instagram Live, we're going off now because I need my phone. So see you guys later. Okay, so Payback tomorrow, week out from SummerSlam. Very, very strange, of course. I hear you a lot better now. Maybe you hear, bro, I don't know. That thing's got a mind of its own sometimes, Ruben. We'll just run without it. It's fine. So yeah, we've had 1 week to figure out what the hell's going to happen for an entire pay-per-view. Not a network special. I thought it might have been a network special because, 1 week to sort out a pay-per-view, that's madness. But anyway, they've done it.
Payback on SummerSlam?
I've managed to do it. I've got an entire card, including 2 matches on the pre-show. So firstly, I'm going to run through carry on.
Have they got 2 on the pre-show?
They got 2 now. Crazy, right? So I'm going to quickly run through the pre-show for everybody who's listening here, so that we all know what's happening. In no particular order, but on the pre-show, we have Big E versus Sheamus, which has kind of been brewing for a while. And then we have Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott versus the Iconics. All right, that's our pre-show done. Then we have, again, no particular order, Matt Riddle versus King Corbin, Keith Lee versus Randy Orton, Fiend, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman. Then we have Bayley and Banks versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Then we have the Mysterios versus Rollins and Murphy. Apollo Crews versus Bobby Lashley. And that's all we got. So no WWE title match. No tag title matches, except for women's tag. No Intercontinental title.
Well, we have a tag match. It's just not a title match.
Yeah. But, so yeah, a couple titles on the line. Actually, while I have my phone up, let's quickly read through what everyone's kind of predictions were on Instagram. Okay, so by the way, I am impressed with that reach. I have never had that many people respond That's insane. All right, so in favor of Apollo Crews, we have 51-50. In favor of the Mysterios, we have 83-22. So that's a huge domination. In favor of Baszler and Jax, we have 73-34. In favor of, I'm pretty sure it was Roman Reigns by like 4. I'm not too sure because don't know if you can see that. I had to do it in this format, and I can't be bothered reading through all those. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Roman. Most of the ones I just looked at were Roman. So we'll say Roman by 3. And then we have Keith Lee at 77, Randy Orton 29. So Keith Lee takes that one. And then Matt Riddle, 86 to King Corbin, 18. Then do we want to talk about pre-show? Might as well. Pre-show, which admittedly only got put up 4 hours ago because it only got announced kind of 4 hours ago. But in favor of Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, we have 19-9 against the Iconics. And then Big E 22, Sheamus 4. No love for Sheamus.
I didn't realize Big E Sheamus was pre-show. When did that get announced?
4 hours ago.
Because I see on WWE's Facebook page, I see the girls tag match for Payback, but I don't see any of the ones.
It was announced on either Talking Smack or what's the other one that they do? The Bump. It was announced on one of those two. I can't remember which one. But anyway, Ruben, how's things with you two? I'm good. How are you?
Oh, staying out of trouble. My weekends are never long enough. When you run your own business and you've got a 4-month or a 5-month-old.
Yeah, mate, I do not wish to be you at all.
Wow.
All right, so shall we? Sorry, carry on.
I said Brett's bloody runs his own flooring company. He's got 2 kids, so he's got it harder than I do. But they're a bit older, so.
Yeah, for sure. So shall we run through the matches? Give our thoughts, what we think may happen, and go from there.
Yep. Do you want to do a rough
Before we're doing this, guys, just to let you guys know, we're going to have a quick chat for about the first 20 to 30 minutes, okay? And then we'll invite you guys in to chat with us. So it's going to be like the first half will be just us. The second half will be us and you guys. All right, just so you are aware. You're welcome to start joining the queue like Mitchell has already. The link to that is in the description of whatever you're watching it on. If it isn't, let me know and I will amend that. But yeah, if you want to join, just jump in the queue. But obviously keep watching the show, otherwise you'll have no idea and you'll probably get really bored. So we'll start in order of what I have on my phone.
Sorry.
Big E and Sheamus.
Big E, since they're doing a mess, they're gonna put him on a singles run. Sheamus ain't gonna win that, so
no. I could see Big E winning that IC title in the next 2-3 months.
Ooh, the IC title after they've just given it Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. Jeff Hardy won't hold it long. He can't do anything like long term anymore, unfortunately, because of his body. He's old.
Well, interesting choice to take it off AJ Styles then, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. That whole Intercontinental picture is weird at the moment. I mean, Sami Zayn just came back and he's now the Intercontinental Champion as well. So I guess at some point you're going to have those be the proper Intercontinental title holder. As much as we know you love Sami Zayn.
No, not at all. No, actually, so I lie. When he debuted, I enjoyed that. When he's got heel, he's just annoying as fuck now. So I obviously must have,
right? I mean, he's even blocking you.
Yeah, well, I must have said something on Twitter and he's blocked me. So that's a good one. What a twat!
So what do you reckon? So you reckon Big E, just normal win, clean?
Big E all day, yeah. Well, there's no one else in that rivalry, to be fair, and it's just Big E trying to be the locker room leader with Retribution, and Sheamus not liking it, so he'll put Sheamus to the sword and move on. Did you see his promo for is it Talking Smack, which they do the day after SmackDown. He did like a mean promo with The Miz.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I
so
didn't see that.
if people haven't seen that, go and see that. That's pretty good.
Definitely. All right. So next one we got are Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan versus the Iconics.
Oh, I'm torn between this. Liv Morgan's
Yeah.
so hot, and so is Peyton Royce. Oh, it's just on the hot factor. Like,
See, I think besides your factor, I think it's going to be Liv and Ruby for storyline factor, because obviously they done the few things when the Iconics first came back of the little breakup moments. So I don't know if they're still going to continue those. But then also Ruby and Liv, they've been broken up as well now, or had been. So it's like either they're going to go down the route of breaking up the Iconics, or they're going to go down the route of bringing back the Riot Squad or whatever they're calling themselves now.
how do you break up the Iconics though? Really, like, I can't see them to as singles competitors, to be perfectly honest.
You see, I don't know. I mean,
The Iconics are like the female version of the New Day. Like, they sell heaps of merch and they're real popular. So I just can't see them breaking. Like, they haven't broken up the New Day. It's just Xavier's injured, Kofi's taking a holiday with the family, and then you've got Big E who's gonna kill Sheamus. So
yeah. Oh, thanks for that, Mitchell. We actually forgot to share this link into the group. Mitchell's gone and done that for us, the legend. we were too stuffed because of the 5-minute stuff up at the beginning.
I do, Ruben. I do love the mug. It's too bad.
So next up, we got United States title.
What's that?
United States title: Apollo Crews versus Bobby Lashley with MVP and Shelton Benjamin.
Apollo wins, but he doesn't win it clean. Someone interferes, and that's how Apollo wins. I can't see Apollo beating Bobby Lashley clean. Like, Bobby Lashley came back, and everyone wanted to see him versus Brock Lesnar. So Brock Lesnar is Apollo's not even in Brock Lesnar's league. Let's be honest. So if it was a normal match, Bobby Lashley would kill him. So I can't see Apollo winning this clean, to be honest. But I might be wrong.
Sure. See, I reckon it's going to be Bobby Lashley winning due to shenanigans from obviously MVP and Shelton.
Or does Bobby Lashley win by DQ? Like, does someone intervene? And no, can't be that way. I don't know.
Nah, that's way too screwy for a United States title match.
It's a hard one though. Like, if you had anyone other than MVP or win it, with MVP being the leader of the hurt business, like, does that mean they're gonna have him turn on Bobby Lashley?
Who knows? I mean, the whole thing's kind of weird, though, right? The Hurt Business.
It is a bit. And then they go to the Raw Underground.
Yeah, we won't even talk about Raw Underground. Let's move on. We got the Mysterios versus Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. See, the Mysterios are winning this one.
I want them to win. I can see them winning only because Mysterio's in it and because Ray's in it. And it's not just Dominic by himself, because you can see Dominic beating Murphy one-on-one, but I just can't see him beating Seth Rollins one-on-one.
See, I reckon it's gonna start to be the how do I say it? Basically, the fall of Seth Rollins and Murphy, because I mean, Becky Lynch can't be too far away now from.
Seth Rollins, I read somewhere, is taking like 9 months off. Once
that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at here. So Seth Rollins can't be too far off of going away from WWE for a while because of Becky, obviously. So I reckon that Buddy Murphy eats the pin, Seth Rollins does something to him, and then either those two face off at Hell in a Cell or Survivor Series or something, and kind of do their thing there, and then that's the end of the whatever they called themselves, the Monday Night Messiahs or whatever.
I could see Dominic pinning Murphy.
Yeah.
After, say, like Murphy goes for his finish on Dominic and accidentally hits Seth Rollins, and then there starts a feud, like the that Murphy or Seth Rollins turns on Murphy, and that's where that goes.
Yep.
I can see that happening possibly.
Could definitely. It is going to be something super screwy. Well, not even screwy. Some sort of weird finish where it sets up Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy for a 1 or a 2 month, maybe even a 3 month feud.
Yeah, because Becky's
and even Austin Theory may even end up showing back up throughout it all. Because where's he been?
Who knows? Who was talking about him the other day? Was Seth Rollins talking about him on social media or something? I can't remember.
I don't know.
But
I wouldn't have a clue. Anyway, women's tag, we got Banks and Bayley versus Baszler and Jax.
Oh, Baszler and Jax are winning this because it's starting.
Baszler and
what's that?
If they take the titles, though, then that women's tag division is just like, what the fuck? Why? You just keep giving it to 2 singles wrestlers.
That's what it is, though, at the moment, isn't it? It's not even. They're not even important championship.
At least Banks and Bayley, right? At least, because they've been singles wrestlers for the last however long, but they are known as a team as well. I mean, they won the titles as a team originally.
Okay, well, when was the last time that Becky and Sasha actually defended them against like an actual team?
It would be Iconics or Nikki Cross and Alexa.
Yeah, but how long ago was that though? You know, I can't remember the last maybe 3 weeks of TV.
Yeah,
maybe it would have been the last pay-per-view. Sure.
Yeah, I still reckon that NXT should somehow create their own women's tag teams down there and take the titles off of Raw and SmackDown for a while and let NXT take the tag titles for a little bit. That may actually bring some meaning back to the belts.
It might do it. They also need to bring a lot more female wrestlers back into it. You know, like when you had Asuka and Kairi Sane, obviously Kairi's not there, so Asuka's now back to a singles competitor. The teaser for during the week on Raw was with Alexa Bliss doing her hair or braiding her hair like the Fiend and throwing old Nikki Cross's mug on the ground. So whether they're going to break up, because then who was in the background? I can't even remember who was in the background of that. Tamina. So where the fuck's she been? And
it wasn't Tamina and Nia Jax a team at one point. It's like, what the fuck's even happening with the women's division?
Then you've got Lana acting like a glamour doll for bloody social media, and they're turning Natty into just this plastic wannabe Lana.
Yeah, but at least there's a team there, right? Like you could, whenever you wanted to, have them as a tag team.
Could you imagine those two winning the tag team titles though? Could you imagine Lana carrying around one of those? Like you would get people watching for that sake alone if Lana had a title. Would she deserve it? Hell no. But for the entertainment purposes alone, it'll be worth it. So who knows? But I think Shayna and Nia win that.
Yeah, it's going to be a weird one when they do win, and kind of seeing how it plays out. Hopefully they don't have the titles too long. But anyway, Keith Lee, Randy Orton. I mean, Keith Lee's winning, right?
I don't know. I can see McIntyre interfering. I've read this online that is not going to finish in a clean match. Well, rumor has it anyway, but I can't see that finishing clean. I can't see Keith Lee beating Randy Orton on his second night on the main roster on a pay-per-view. I can only see that ending with McIntyre intervening and it finishing in a DQ win for Keith Lee, maybe, or a DQ win for Randy Orton, sorry.
Okay. Because the other thing I could see almost happening is somehow the referee ends up being knocked out or distracted or whatever. Maybe Retribution comes down to the ring at this point. Drew McIntyre comes out, hits Randy with the Claymore. Keith Lee picks up the win that way. Randy Orton and Drew carry on with their thing. And then Keith Lee kind of just, I don't know what he does after that, but hopefully he gets his old attire and theme song back.
So I was reading that the theme song he can't use on the main roster because he's the guy who designed it wanted more money from Vince, and he said no, so they had to give him a new song. He was only allowed to use it in NXT.
Crazy. See, I would have just said to Vince then, no, don't worry, I'll stay down there. Just don't bring me up. It's cool.
Yeah. Because another weird fact. So the two shows that Roman Reigns have been on, Retribution haven't turned up.
Yes. We'll talk about this when we get to that match. We'll talk about this when we get to that match. That's why I'm leaving it to last, because there's a bit to talk about with that. Matt Riddle and Baron Corbin.
It's King Corbin, not Baron Corbin.
King Corbin, Baron Corbin. I just wanted to say Baron, to be honest.
I want Riddle to win this, to be honest. King Corbin.
Hey, real quick, sorry to cut you off, but we have our first viewer on Twitch. Welcome to whoever you are watching on Twitch. Feel free to leave a comment and it'll pop up and we can actually say hello to whatever your name is. But that's mad. Carry on.
King Corbin's over enough, and they've only just brought Matt Riddle to the main roster, so you could just see that feud getting even better if Matt Riddle beats him again. Well, I don't know if he's beaten him, but beats him anyway.
No, I don't think have they even had a match that didn't end in a DQ yet. I think they had a match and it ended in like DQ or he ran away or something, which is why the whole King's Ransom thing happened and Chad Gabe or Shorty G, whatever the fuck he's called these days.
Shorty G.
And yeah, that's why all that happened. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how those two go in an actual match, because I think while they have similar but different styles, they're kind of going to be a good clash. Their styles are very different, but they're also kind of like a perfect mash together.
Yeah, Shorty G will intervene again. You can see that coming again, because on SmackDown, Corbin came out and Shorty G whacked him from the back. So
yeah, tried to get the King's Ransom again.
Yeah.
Okay, and then obviously main event time. Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman. I'm going to say that again. Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman versus The Fiend, the Universal Champion, versus Braun Strowman Hardy. Do you get my reference there? Strowman Hardy? No. He looks like when they first came out as like when they first came out way back in the day, with the skin tight shirt on and all that crap. He just looks like one of the original Hardy wrestling attires. But anyway, moving on.
Okay. I know you're a Hardy, Mark.
Before we do that, let's show this quick photo. Maybe this is the match at WrestleMania here. Custody of Paul Heyman ladder match. Who knows? Who would know? Maybe that's going to be the main event of Mania. Anyway, carrying on.
So, obviously, Roman's heel, and from what I've read, they want to turn Braun heel and have The Fiend as the babyface, which is very interesting. They want to make him.
Because the Fiend can be babyface. He can be whatever, you know.
Yeah, so that's interesting in itself. I can't see. I really can't see Roman winning it straight off the bat.
If he's winning it, it's only because Retribution came out. There's no way that they let Roman Reigns win it clean on his first pay-per-view back.
Oh, I don't know.
His first match back, isn't it? He hasn't even had a SmackDown match or anything.
Don't know. You know how he got those teeth clean, eh? It's old Vince McMahon. So, you know. He's Vince McMahon's bloody number one boy, so.
But yeah, the way I could see it happening is one of two things. Either number one, Roman Reigns just absolutely destroys the shit out of everyone to the point where they can't even move, and he just like kind of walks away. Paul Heyman kind of says to him, "Don't worry about it. We'll get it another time. We don't need that title now. We can get it anytime we want." And they just kind of walk away. That's option one. Now that won't happen. because that's just fantasy booking at its finest right there. But you never know. Number 2, Retribution comes out, absolutely fucks them up. And then, 1, 2, 3. Reigns wins. Now, obviously, though, that determines whether or not he is the leader. And it obviously, if it does happen, is huge for Retribution, I guess, because it means they do something big on a pay-per-view, and they'll be talked about hugely over social media.
Well, from everything I read, they don't even know what they're doing with Retribution. It was just a storyline that they made up. And
and that's what I'm worried about.
If you look at every different week, it's never the same people. Like the first week, they were all 5-foot midgets, and the second week,
it could be like a Dark Order type thing on AEW.
Could be, yeah.
Are you familiar with the Dark Order much?
Not overly. I've seen a couple of
it's like a cult thing where they keep recruiting people, basically. So the Retribution type thing could be like, I don't know, a gang or whatever you want to call it, a group that just keeps recruiting people who want Retribution. But I don't know.
I saw somewhere a picture. It was the second night, I think it was.
Could be the conga line from No Way Jose, or it could be the Rosebuds 2.0. Muns, we'll get you in a minute. We've got a couple more minutes of talking here, and then we'll get Mitchell in first, and then you, because you're second in line. Anyone else wants to join in, start queuing up, because we're almost at the time where we start getting you guys in.
So when they had it on SmackDown, I think it was, they had all 5 or 6 of Retribution on the side of the ring, and they named someone online named who they were by the stature of height and what they were. So if you remember that guy that got F5'd through the commentary table, I don't want to say anything racist, but the black guy with dreads, he got F5'd by Lesnar through the table. They reckon
the commentator.
Yeah, he was on Raw when they did that switch around. I can't remember. I don't know what his name is, but
I can't remember what his name is, but I know who you're talking about. Yes. The thing with that is it also could be Rhea Ripley's boyfriend, who's in NXT, because they look almost identical. Same height, same stature, same dreadlocks.
Okay, so on this article, which is the picture I found, it's got Kaden Carter, Dominic, is it Dijakovic? Yeah, that's the one. Chelsea Green, Shane Thorne, Dio Madden, and Mia Yim. So
Mia Yim, which in its own is such a weird mashup. Like, it's worse than PCB. It's worse than
It's worse than 3MB with old Heath Slater, Drew McIntyre, and who was the last one? Old
Jinder
Mahal. Yeah, that's the one. So,
well, on this note, shall we start to bring some people in to talk with us about it?
Go for gold. Let's see what everyone thinks.
Alrighty.
Hey guys.
Oh, Mitchell.
How are you, Mitch? What do you reckon? Who's the people in Retribution here?
I've heard the same stuff Alex just said about Dio Madden and Dijakovic and Mia Yim and all of them.
Okay. There's another thing I've heard online, which I reckon is complete BS, is obviously it's the guys that got released. But I can't see that.
No. I can't see that either.
Well, what match are you most looking forward to, Mitch?
The Roman Reigns one.
The Roman Reigns one?
Yeah, I reckon, Retribution. Because,
Okay. Alex, just letting you know you've gone out of focus.
Oh, have I?
Yep. Doesn't matter. As long as people can still hear you, that's the main thing. What do you actually think of the alliance between Roman and Paul Heyman? Is it a one-off? Is it going to carry on?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Quite too sure about that, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what? Roman Reigns winning?
Not first. Not his first pay-per-view back.
Okay,
match
so
back.
who's going to win then?
Fiend's going to retain.
Fiend's going to retain. Okay, interesting. Any other matches you want to have a quick chat about, Mitch?
I'm looking forward to the Mysterios.
Yep.
Dominic's
That should be
potential.
very flippy, right?
Yeah.
What were you saying about Dominic, sorry?
No, I just he's got potential to be really good. Just like
There we go.
just like Brad. Yeah. So any more wrestling time he gets, the better. The more he's going to improve.
Definitely. As sad as it kind of sounds, I kind of hope at some point soon he gets injured, meaning storyline wise, so that he can kind of disappear and do like dark matches for a while.
Yeah.
And kind of just get himself used to being in the ring. Obviously, he's been wrestling for ages, but there's no point being super green on main roster, right? You might as well even go back to NXT for a while.
Yeah, that'd be good for him because then he can work on his promos as well.
While we're talking about NXT, what do you think of the 60-minute Fatal 4-Way? Iron Man.
Yeah, that's really interesting. It's going to be really good. 4 really good wrestlers too.
Yeah, I mean they've definitely chose the best 4 for that length of time. I think they can keep enough things happening where it doesn't feel repetitive.
Yeah.
Who do you think wins though?
Finn Balor, I reckon, actually.
Finn Balor.
Yeah.
We've moved off of Tommaso Ciampa, Daddy coming home.
I think he's going to win it.
Yeah.
Who, Ciampa?
Yeah, I definitely think Ciampa's going to win it. Though I suppose he's only been back on one TV and he's going to win it. So
yeah.
I
mean, I think it's definitely out of Ciampa or Bella. I don't see Johnny winning it. I don't see who's the other one.
Adam Cole.
Yeah, I don't see Adam Cole winning it.
I don't see him win. What I don't understand though is why he had a reign of 430 odd days and then hasn't been moved up to the main roster. It's like
because he probably doesn't want to.
Besides the point though, like if you're gonna lose your champion, the whole point of NXT is when you lose the title, you go up. So Keith Lee loses, he goes up. The only 2 people I think in history are Adam Cole and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. I don't know. Because I mean, Ciampa's in the same boat. He would rather be released than go up to the main roster.
Yeah.
So who knows? But anyway, Mitch, we're gonna carry on to the next guy here now. We've got a few people queued up. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, all right.
Catch you later.
All right.
Oh, 3 screens.
Oh, flip. Oh, no. Oh, which one we split? I'm in the middle. So
Yeah, go to do the shuffle around. Got to move Alex around. He doesn't want to move for you. Again, anyone who's watching, if you want to join, click on the link in the description. You can jump on screen, have a quick chat with us about what's happening tomorrow, what you think might happen. If the link's not there for whatever reason, just let me know and I'll fix it on whatever you're watching it on. Now, are you the guy from Twitch?
Nope.
Oh.
Gone off course. Found out. No. Is it a leg?
We're back.
3, 2, 1.
We got movement.
Back. Okay.
Yeah.
Oops. You're all lagging for me
are
too.
Are you the guy from Twitch?
No. Is the guy from Twitch rich?
No. I don't know.
If he's not, then it's
if he is, he's not sharing. He
me.
hasn't given us a donation.
Nah. Oh, can I have a donation? Oh, that's why I come on here. Nah.
We don't even get donations. Jeez.
Oh, crack up. Question: is this Matt Rhodes?
Anyway, what? This is Matt Rhodes. Yes. Who's this?
Hey, the man. You may have remembered me from ages ago on the multiple threads. Mana. It's Mana here. We'll call you this on the comments whenever I post up a thread on the wrestling page. He had some funny one-liners anyway.
Send me a message.
Oh, he's a famous
And
guy. He
I'll
doesn't recognize
probably
me.
remember you.
That's fine. That's fine. He doesn't recognize
Yeah.
me. He's famous. All good. Okay.
Bro, honestly,
All
the
right.
amount of people I've met through the Wrestling Collectibles group, I'm just like,
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, wait, sorry, I do not remember you. I'm sorry.
Crack up. Man. Oh, and to follow after Mitch.
But,
oh, no. Oh, gosh. I got my work cut out for me. Anyway. So.
So what do we think's going to happen tomorrow? What are you looking forward
Okay.
to? What are you
If I'm looking,
what are your
I'm looking off screen because I got the list of matches here. I didn't even know that Payback was happening this weekend, to be honest. So, in order of what Wikipedia's got, Bayley Sasha Banks versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. I had no idea. I haven't tuned into wrestling this week. Was this built up for anything?
No, it had like
kind of.
Had one TV of SmackDown and Raw and NXT between SummerSlam and tomorrow.
Everything here except for pretty much 3 matches has only had 1 week.
Oh, jeepers me. Okay.
So the ones that have had a little bit of build up is Corbin and Riddle.
Oh, yeah.
No, I need the list. Reigns, Fiend. Fiend,
I did see
Strowman.
that. I do know about that. Yeah.
Cool. And then obviously Mysterios and Seth and I suppose there's been a few that have had slow builders, I guess.
Slow builders.
Keith
Lee, Randy Orton built on one promo, one interruption on Raw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. WWE build up. Love it.
Just a typical build up. Yeah.
Just a typical build up. Yep. Okay. Well, on number 1 on Wikipedia, I got Bayley, Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax. Out of those two, Bayley, Sasha Banks, just because why the heck are Nia and Shayna teaming up? That makes no sense.
That's what I said.
That makes no sense.
So
absolutely no sense.
Do you watch weekly or kind of keep up with what's happening?
Kind of in and out. I haven't actually watched for the past. Well, I haven't watched this week. I haven't watched last week. I watched SummerSlam.
So are you aware or unaware that Shayna Baszler and Nia have hated each other for the longest?
Kind of had an on and off thing, didn't they? I remember I saw them on Raw Underground, one segment, facing up against each other, and Nia Jax just walked off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so basically how they got a title shot was Nia Jax came out and attacked Shayna Baszler, or Shayna Baszler was versing Bayley, was it? Bayley or Sasha. Sasha and Bayley started laughing at them for attacking each other, and then they decided to go and attack them. That's how they got their title shot. WWE.
Oh, yeah, see, sounds like WWE. Oh, crack up. Well, for shits and gigs, let's just say Nia and Shayna. There we go.
Cool.
Right. If they can build up to that and have any random winner of all people, have those two. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Let's go that way. Why not? Why not? Next match on my list, we got Apollo. Bobby's taking it without MVP or Shelton. I wanted Shelton to go there. What? Why Lashley?
I can see they're gonna go Shelton the next one. They're gonna go through all 3 of them before this storyline ends.
Yeah. They're a good group. I actually do like what they're doing.
So do you reckon Shelton's going to take the belt event?
Yeah. Out of the 3, it should be Shelton. Absolutely. So in that case, I'm going Apollo with this one against Lashley.
Cool.
Yeah, right. Cool.
Cool.
Next one. Universal. Oh, now this is what I really, really loved. I did watched the YouTube version of all things SmackDown. Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard. It's freaking hard. That huge swerve
Yeah.
for Heyman, Roman Reigns. Fuck. That's a swerve, bro.
What was the hashtag for SummerSlam? You'll never see it coming.
Yeah.
Literally, eh?
Who was I talking to? Was I talking to you about this, Alex? Saying like, how's this gonna work? Because obviously Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns can't be together because they've been, for the better part of the last 5 years, huge rivals. Like Roman Reigns is Brock Lesnar's biggest rival in the last like how many years? So you can't have them together or even remotely
Well, now
associated.
you know what the next one at WrestleMania is going to be. It's going to be Brock versus Roman. The winner gets to be the Paul Heyman guy. Yes.
Yeah,
I'd love
so
to see.
exactly. We're gonna
I'd love to
have
see
this.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
I'd love to see.
Oh yeah. Like I saw before. Yeah, exactly. Custody of Paul Heyman. You're going to have Paul dangerously just hanging off by the ball head, and just like the first one to
Shall we
touch
put him in a shark cage and you got to climb up and get him out the shark cage and bring him back to the
shark
floor?
cage. Oh, fun fact on that shark cage match, the last one with Enzo. I was there at SummerSlam 2017 in New York City. Absolutely loved it, and that was pretty much 3 years ago. Last week. That's legit. Loved it.
That's awesome.
If you're not going to go to Mania, you want to go to SummerSlam. So
pretty much, bro. Pretty much. Right, makes sense.
I'd love to see Lesnar Keith Lee. That'd be a hell of a
Lesnar Keith Lee. That tease in Royal Rumble this year. That's it. Good. Do it, please. Yeah. Don't let it be 2K20. Be a B, like for real.
That's how you can keep old Paul Heyman separate. You know what I mean? Like he's going out with Lesnar, taking on Keith Lee, and then you've got Roman versus Strowman or The Fiend.
Yeah.
So, and supposedly there's members
unless Heyman somehow swings himself where he's now, you got to pay me to represent you type thing, then it's not going to work because like on screen he's Brock Lesnar's guy.
Because they've done the storyline with the winner gets Paul Heyman, really, haven't they? Because they've done CM Punk versus Lesnar when he was
CM Punk versus Lesnar. Ryback. It was Ryback. Was it? I don't know. Here comes this casual wrestling fan trying to tune in and try and give it up.
I'm sure.
I see why you had me thinking for a second there because it was a weird love triangle between the three of them.
Like actual love triangle with Ryback getting kissed by Paul Heyman on the cheek. You know what?
Anyway,
some ideas. So out of those three, let's go Fiend to retain, and then to go into singles feud with Roman. Next one, Keith Lee versus Randy Orton. I see this as a disqualification towards Randy. Drew's gonna come back. I hear that it's some sort of injury, but it's not. Oops, I'm going off the slide there. It's not. I think it's all the work, and Drew's going to come back, smash him up, and it's going to cause a feud between Keith, Drew, Randy, three-way for the title at the next pay-per-view, whenever that is. If it's in the next week or the next Monday Night Raw.
Oh, that's a big call since Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre are like buddies.
Buddies, yes. Are they actual buddies? Was this built up beforehand or before I saw on Raw?
I think they were just NXT buddies.
It could almost be the best thing for Drew McIntyre to kind of turn on Keith Lee. So then he can stop being this bullshit baby face that loves everyone.
He's not
just kill everybody.
So this baby face is as generic as a generic baby face comes with Drew McIntyre.
Can we just have the Scottish Psychopath as the WWE champion? Is that too much to ask?
Yeah. Want that, I want that kind of Drew.
I thought that's where the whole Dolph Ziggler feud was going to go, with him turning back into that psychopath.
Yeah, but
no, I love just seeing Drew McIntyre have the banter with the camera, and when he it was giving old Aleister Black Smith a shit on Raw. What's her name? Selena Vega, when they used to just be taking jabs at each other. That was great.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's how I see the WWE title going. DQ to Randy Orton. Thing comes in three-way title. Yeah, title match. So next one. Sorry, I'm chowing through this. Hopefully, there was the Mysterios versus Sevi and Old Murph. Because they done this on Raw.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. I want Mysterios to win, and I'd probably know that they won't. I don't know why. I have no logic to this, to my reasonings for this. But yeah, I got to go with stereos. But I'd probably know that they won't.
Because were you watching when we discussed what we thought was going to happen at the beginning?
Sorry, no. I just tuned in at the 30-minute mark, I think.
Okay, so that's cool.
So my pick was that Dominic pins Murphy, and somewhere in amongst that, Murphy is taking Seth Rollins out, so they're going to have Rollins versus Murphy feud because Rollins is going on maternity leave shortly, so he's going to be off TV.
Ah, okie doke.
If you think about the timing, it's not too far away.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, that's one thing I want to see from this is Murphy step up. He's been in Seth Rollins' shadow for a long time. He hasn't done much. I haven't seen him do much, man. Again, because he got propelled to sort of the main event status. When he first joined Seth and AOP. But ever since then, he's just done, don't know. Yeah, man.
It's just Seth Rollins' bitch, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Mysterio's for the win, and hoping that Buddy comes out of this with something good. Yeah. Good. But if Seth's going, where does that leave Murphy? What's his direction, or how does someone take his
that's
direction?
why Murphy has to win the feud, so it kind of pushes him forward.
Murphy has to win the feud, but then the feud hasn't really been him. It's been Seth all the way kind of thing. And yes, Murphy is part of it, but if we... I don't know.
Did you really believe Murphy beating Seth Rollins, though? Yeah, that's half the problem.
What if Buddy turned face?
Depending what's happened on the few weeks leading up.
Murphy, I see as a mid-card, Intercontinental champion kicking Sami Zayn's ass. That'd make my day.
Is he a Miz? One-time world champion?
Miz is better than Murphy, though, to be fair, Miz has been in there for 15 years.
Oh, the thing that Miz has over Murphy is he can talk.
Yeah, well, exactly, yeah.
Yeah. True that. Cool. Next on the list.
I suppose the only reason Murphy got to the main roster is he's sleeping with Alexa Bliss, so...
All right.
Yeah, don't do him dirty like that. He made it to the main roster to win the Cruiserweight title.
He won it in front of 80,000 home fans in Melbourne, Australia. Yeah, he won the Cruiserweight title all on his own. Not with Alexa. No.
I was there for that one.
Yeah, same here, bro. Yeah, that was legit.
Murphy was better on Total Divas than he is on bloody Raw. So
I watched it live on TV.
What's that? Super Showdown.
Yeah.
How did you not go?
How did I not go? Because I had WrestleMania in another however many months it was.
So it was 2018. Oh, did you go to New York for the WrestleMania 35?
Yeah.
Wicked.
Yep. That's actually where I met Mitchell, funny enough.
Wicked, bro. Awesome.
Yeah. So I was like, either I'm going to Showdown or I'm going to Mania.
Let's go to both. Should be right.
Oh, as the taco ad goes,
mate, we're not all rich like you, Mr. Alex.
That is one thing I am not.
Oh, that's where your Twitch donations are going, bro. Oh, boo.
Bro, to be honest, I couldn't even get donations if I wanted to. I don't know how to set that shit up.
I know. Just give me your credit card details. That's it. Yeah, one big payment of whatever you got in your bank. Anyway, next up
we got 60 cents.
60 cents. I'll have 60 cents, please. It's 60 more than me at the moment. Okay, Matt Riddle versus what's his name? I was just looking at King. Oh, King. Oh, good old King. The King gimmick has to go. I want Matt Riddle to...
No, the King gimmick does not have to go. No.
How long has he been King of the Ring?
Done. I hated it at
the
first.
The King gimmick has to go. He's making it work. It's worked. Past tense. That's it. Apologies. Oh jeez,
Man, you're a
I'm a
hater.
casual wrestling fan. I'm a casual wrestling fan. What can I say? Yeah, Matt Riddle, because you got to build him up. You got to build him up, man.
Yeah.
So King's the gatekeeper at the moment. Speaking of gatekeepers, we've got Big E vs. Sheamus. Sheamus is now the gatekeeper. Officially, I'm calling it. Reason saying that, he's done Jeff Hardy. Big E's on the rise as well. I'll put Sheamus in there as a gatekeeper, so Big E will win. Unless Sheamus wins first, Big E wins second, and then a third match to sort of, tiebreaker series kind of thing. And then,
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all the matches?
Big E, pre-show. One of them done.
The hottest one wins. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
You guys
That's all. Hey, no offense to
more amazing
what is their
wrestling.
name?
You're just standing there like, the hottest one wins.
I don't know if I would call Ruby Riott a good wrestler.
You don't reckon?
I've seen some of her past stuff. I had a look on YouTube. I prefer the past stuff to what she's doing right now.
Yeah,
Have you only seen her main roster stuff though, Alex?
Yes, so I'm only judging on what I see.
No,
That's the problem.
NXT stuff, bro. Go to NXT. Oh man.
Never watch the main roster stuff and judge off of that.
Yeah. For someone who says he's seen the main roster, doesn't watch NXT.
Like,
Oh,
come on, man. Like, you go watch
it now.
DIY on the main roster or DIY on NXT. I know which one I'm watching.
Man.
I just watch all
Like,
three.
you mean main roster and then Raw and SmackDown?
I like what you
People
did
not
there.
catching on to the joke. People not catching on to the joke. All good. Anyway.
I got it.
That's it. Oh, you did? Oh, you see? You did? Oh, yes. Get it.
Yeah. I said, ha ha ha, I like what you did there.
Oh, sorry. I think I was just waiting for the donation. No. Anyway. Ruby Riott. Mate, she's good. She's all right. She's good. I think she's the better out of the four in the entire match, like of themselves. But have to pick. I don't like saying this, but I'll back the Aussies.
See, I chose Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan because I can't see them making them lose when they're trying to kind of make them friends again. Because if they lose, it's going to create more tension between them.
Yeah, so they're going back and forth, eh?
Yeah. Unless
That's
that's what they're wanting to do and they're wanting to kind of like have them in a big rivalry against each other, cool. But if they're trying to keep them as a team, they need to win.
Oh, now I know why it's called Payback. Because literally a week later, you don't want to wait for 4 weeks afterwards. Payback immediately.
That's what I think.
Sorry, I'm thinking like
It's
a
called,
WWE.
It's called
versus-
Payback because they made SummerSlam a 3-hour show instead of a 4-hour show. So now they've got to put the rest of the matches on a different card.
And that whole show of Payback is 1 hour.
I was looking at the Sky timetable for Payback, and it's slated for 4.5 hours.
Holy shit. Nah,
Oh my gosh.
surely not.
4 hours of Thunderdome. Oh.
What do you mean? Chris Benoit can pop back up.
Oh,
What? They had Kenny Omega in there too. Who else have we had in there?
And apparently,
that
tweet
wasn't actually Kenny Omega. That was
it confirmed there was him.
someone got
Yeah.
a video and put that on there. That wasn't
Yeah.
actually him. He was just being a mark and replying to it.
Yeah. It's a classic Kenny.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
That's crack up. That's cool.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's all of them then, right?
That's all those matches. Yeah, I can't remember what my predictions were now.
So 2 questions for you before we move you on to the next person in the queue.
Yeah.
What do you think the match of the night's going to be, and what do you think the surprise match of the night will be? So what do you reckon is going to be the best match, and then what do you reckon is going to surprise people the most to be a good match?
I reckon surprise. I'll go surprise first. Dominic Mysterio, Rey Mysterio, Seth Rollins, Murphy.
Cool.
Yep. I don't know why. Just go with that. Match of the night. I'm gonna go Big E vs Sheamus for some reason.
I
got
It's a fair shout.
none of the title matches are going to be that amazing. If we got three big people, I can't count three big people, having a good match that's just built up for 1 week. I don't know. Nah.
4 of
It
you
was done at
include Paul Heyman.
SummerSlam.
He's pretty big.
But, it's got a big dome. That's all. Nah. Yeah, I don't know why that doesn't excite me. It's been done before anyway. It was done before at 3 SummerSlams ago, 2017 when I went there, for big people. But the match, that was a good match. Does this one excite me? No. There's no W title match. No Intercontinental. Nothing else. So it's all basically on the peeps who are not champs. Oh, the singles matches that are not champs. Big E, Sheamus. 2 big people. Gotta go. Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
Yeah, man. Ruckus.
Awesome.
It's on tomorrow, right? So Monday.
Yeah, tomorrow it'll be like 11 a.m.
11:30
a.m. And we go into level 2.5. Far out. I'll call it level 3 again. Stay in bed.
Yeah,
Bang.
we'll be 11.2.5 in what, 5 hours? No, 4
5
hours.
4
Mate.
4 hours. Pretty much
At least
bang on.
At least I can go figure hunting tomorrow.
At least you won't go what?
Figure hunting. Go to the warehouse, see what figures they got in.
That's it.
They'll probably have
Figure
nothing
hunting.
because everyone's gone and brought them all online and tried to get the Fiend that way.
Probably.
Oh, figure hunting. Oh, sorry. I don't know why. I was thinking something else. Anyway. Oh, cool. Wicked.
All right,
you
dude,
should have
well,
done click and
cheers for
collect,
joining
bro.
in.
Nah, click and collect is boring.
Much like the courier waiting for 2 weeks. Oh, well, thanks, gents. Thanks for having me on. That was wicked.
Cheers.
Right.
We
So
may
what
see
you
you tomorrow.
do,
We're doing another show tomorrow post
Yeah,
payback
cool.
to chat.
Wicked. I'm keen for that one, man. So, guys,
Awesome.
Maybe we'll see you
Take
tomorrow.
it easy.
say right.
Who's next?
I'm gonna have Ruben.
Oh, the
How are
big
you
gun.
both?
The big gun. Here he is.
Hey.
How
How
are
you
you?
doing?
Have you got your collection out yet?
This is my new backdrop right here. That's
That's some great wallpaper.
yeah, I know, right? Yeah, better than the last display, that's for sure. Yeah, what? Big improvement. Now, how are you guys been?
Staying out of trouble.
Good.
What about
I've been
you?
good.
You been working?
That's good. Awesome. And you guys both going to level 2 tomorrow?
2.5.
2.5.
2.5, right. Okay. So what does that change?
It means we can
That
go to the
basically
shop.
means we can go do sporting activities again, but only in groups of 10. Everything
Okay.
else is still the same.
Well, I hope things get better for you guys because, man, it's been a long, hard slog for you guys.
I'm still stuffed. I still can't go back to do anything yet because we can't do anything in groups of 10.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's true. How about you, Alex, though? You able to start working again now?
Yep, I got back to work middle of this week, so that was bloody good.
yeah.
Get
That's
some
good.
money in the bank.
Yeah, absolutely. Need to keep those figures coming in somehow.
Yeah, somehow. It's
Man,
good that
Mons, you need to be typing in the normal chat instead of the private chat so I can put that shit up on the screen. That's jokes. He goes,
Imagine-
we can go back to the gym McDonald's.
I'm just glad Pop Guardian's got Afterpay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fantastic, man. How good's that website been, man?
Great. It's going to be great.
What have you brought? What did you buy off there? Did you manage to get anything?
I got home late that night, but all I was able to secure at the moment was a Randy Orton. I was hoping to maybe get a Naomi as well, but she's obviously really popular at the moment.
Have you seen Randy
yeah.
Orton's face? That is a horrible face sculpt of Randy Orton.
Yeah, it looks like John Cena.
Oh well. I
Sort
reckon I reckon it looks okay. I reckon.
It's definitely not his best hit though.
Yeah, you can tell it's reused because it has the stubble sculpted on his face, but they've just not painted it on. Main thing that attracted me to that is just how it looks in the box. I think it's the best pose that they've ever had in the box for Randy Orton.
Cool.
That Randy Orton figure deserves to be a Lucy. It's just go on, Rubes. Let him breathe.
I'll let it breathe after you let your San Diego Comic-Con Undertaker figure breathe.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I'll let it out. Game on.
yeah, I managed to get Bayley, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish.
Damn, you're onto it, man.
Yeah, dude. So I was having dinner at the time, and then I looked at my phone, and it was 7:01. I'm like, oh shit, it's all gonna be sold out. Freaking loaded up the website real quick. Add. I had like R-Truth in there, Naomi, Matt Riddle. Those three all sold out pretty much instantly. Yeah, I only just managed to get them. Bayley sold out. I got the last one. So
I think they only did have like one of each available, didn't they?
I think they had 3 of each.
Did they have 3 of each, seriously, and it sold out that quick?
Yeah,
which
means
great.
Hey, it's good though, because it means we're going to have that flow constantly coming in now.
Exactly.
We proved.
It couldn't have gone any better. Yeah, I think the owner of that store, he's just surprised more than anything, and it's fantastic.
Like, this of all that money he just made.
Well, yeah, with those prices, how much money could you be making out of those? I don't know if you get much profit, really. What do you guys think?
I guess he's either got a really good supplier, or he's hoping to do bulk at once. Anything that sits there is going to be dead stock, I guess. But
I'd say he's got a decent supplier because he does the New York exclusives for the Funko Pops as well, as far like any of those exclusive sticker ones that you need. So he gets them.
Yeah.
So
good.
He might get the Macho Man Funko Pop has been released as the glitter version.
Oh yes, yeah, I know that one. Yeah, was that the FYE series? Is it the glitter? Whatever they called it. The FYE.
I think it's a GameStop exclusive, so it may even come to EB Games because it's GameStop. So, but that's going to have that cute little diamond sticker on it. So who knows whether we'll get that here. So
anyway, lads, I think we should maybe do another show altogether for all this figure talk. Otherwise, we're going to be here for the next 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, it was meant to be an hour tops. We're already 5.5 minutes over. So,
but to be fair, we're actually on time right now because we spent 5 minutes fucking around at the beginning trying to get your headset working.
I think that was your headset, to be honest, not mine.
I'm blaming you.
Yeah. To be fair, it was you, Matt, that I couldn't hear at the start.
I'm blaming him. Anyway, what are you looking forward to tomorrow, Ruben? You've heard the card a few times now, I think. If you haven't, we can read it out again.
Yeah, I just got back from dinner, unfortunately. So
okay, let me read it out again.
Going to work tomorrow, and then
yeah,
I'm not watching anything.
So on the pre-show, we got Biggie and Sheamus.
Ooh.
And then we got Iconics versus pretty much Riot Squad, just for simplicity. And then we got Apollo Crews versus Bobby Lashley for the title. Mysterios versus Rollins and Murphy. Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Baszler and Nia Jax for the titles. Or titles.
What titles? I mean, it's been so long since I've watched. I don't even know what
women's
titles
tag.
in the next.
The tag team titles.
Okay.
Damn, you that far behind, Ruben? Come on now.
It's been probably since Mania since I've watched. Man, it's
Roman Reigns.
When the Undertaker's not
Wyatt,
around, Ruben doesn't watch.
Roman Reigns, The Fiend, Braun Strowman, Universal title. Keith Lee versus Randy Orton, and Baron Corbin, Matt Riddle.
I'd be keen to watch that Keith Lee and Randy Orton match. I reckon that could probably steal the show. Man, both incredible performances.
It depends if they're trying to treat him like how they made him look on Raw, though. If they're trying to have him wrestle like they've made Keith Lee look on Raw, then the match might be kind of garbage.
Well, is it not really good, was it? I didn't catch that.
So, you know how he normally is attired up, right? Keith Lee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw the picture of what he's wearing now. It's I don't know why they.
So that's what I'm meaning. If they're gonna make him wrestle like he looks, then it might not be a good match.
Yeah. There is it's sad. a lot of NXT stars, they lose their spark of sorts when they jump up to the main roster. I think it's just at the point now where the main roster is so crowded that I think they shouldn't be bringing anyone up at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's good that, I don't know if it's true, of course, but that the rumor is that the next draft is going to have NXT included in it as well. So it's going to be like a 3-week draft. So, I mean,
feel for that.
Yeah, if that's going to happen, that could be good.
Bring Aleister Black down to NXT again, please. He was so good there.
Oh, yes. So he returned this week, and he's going to probably feud with Kevin Owens by the look of it. So
yeah, why isn't that match happening? I'm so confused.
Well,
I forgot about that.
He's only just come back. You can't put that in a one match.
Why not? They did with Keith Lee and Randy Orton.
What I'm confused about is them doing a pay-per-view a week before the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess it's called Payback because it's Payback of SummerSlam. Yet you've got half the matches on there aren't even Payback from SummerSlam.
Yeah. You've got, what, one match that's Payback? 2 matches. And that would be the Universal title and then Mysterio's versus Seth and Murphy.
Pretty much. Oh, you could probably deem Apollo Crews and Bobby Lashley because that storyline has been like it was.
Yeah, I guess. We'll give them 3 then.
When Apollo won against MVP, Bobby Lashley and Sheldon came down. So
I don't know. Anyway, what do you reckon, Ruben? What match are you looking forward to eventually seeing?
Keith Lee and Randy. Well, if Keith Lee's touch of what he was in NXT, him versus Randy Orton would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. Well, not that I'm really going to watch, but if it's a good match, then I'll go back and watch later.
Yeah, for sure. Who do you reckon is going to win that one?
Oh, man. Honestly, come to think of it, I don't really see there being a clean finish because both those guys, they have a lot of momentum going along. I don't see them really willing to kill off the momentum of either man, unless if Keith Lee's just going to end up being like another man on the roster with nothing to do. I don't see Randy Orton on the role that he's on right now, him losing. So it might just be like an interference thing, or Randy Orton gets disqualified. I don't know. I don't see it being clean. Yeah.
Nah, it won't be clean.
Nah, the match itself, I reckon, has a chance to be good, but finish. It's never really clean. Like pay-per-views, they're supposed to be like the culmination of a rivalry, but a week-long rivalry, I don't see anything ending.
Do you remember when WrestleMania used to be the end of all the rivalries, and then the night after would be the start of the new ones? It doesn't happen anymore. You lose at Mania and attack the person the next day and verse them at Backlash or whatever the next pay-per-view is.
Yeah. A lot's changed recently. A lot's changed
Since Undertaker retired. Let's be honest.
Just little jabs there, Ruben.
Well, what did I read today that Drew McIntyre's laid the challenge to see if Taker will come out of retirement for one more match.
Usually, I'd be clamoring for him to come back, but I think that ending at WrestleMania, that was a perfect send-off. I'd actually rather him not come back after that, because how does it get better than that?
You don't want Undertaker coming out and beating Drew McIntyre
I just don't see how that could be a better send-off for him than this year. Like everything fell into place so well. He looks so good.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that.
Yeah, because watching the last ride, like if for some reason something went wrong in his match against McIntyre, then he wouldn't be able to end on that. He'd have to go on another last ride journey like he did the last 3 years. And
the only thing I could eventually see going wrong, like mentally for him, because we all know obviously how in his head he gets because of that documentary, is that he didn't actually finish on a match. He finished on a TV segment.
That's right. Yeah. Well, that could be something that hangs over him. You never know.
I'm with you. I hope that's it. I'd love to. I think that's the perfect way to send him off.
I can see him doing something at Survivor Series because this year's the 30th year.
Right. Yeah. That'd be cool if he could still come back and do a few appearances now and
But
then.
if he does stuff
I'd stay home for and watch.
And you've got the old Saudi show in about 2.5 months, so that's always a good money earner for everybody.
I guess
he could always just do the same stuff that he done the Raw after Mania, where the lights went out, Dong came out, chokeslammed Elias, Tombstone. I think he done as well. Dong disappeared.
That's
all you need, eh? Like Matt, you were there. That would have been such an incredible
just
feeling.
Talking about that, the hairs on the back of my neck just stood up. I mean, it's a huge moment.
That's what he did in Saudi last year, didn't he? Flew all the way there, took forever to walk down the ramp, and then chokeslam AJ, won the title.
No, he didn't win it. He didn't win it. Didn't AJ still win it?
No. Taker won it.
Taker won it.
Really?
He won that massive Saudi trophy, and then he wanders back off, and that was the start of their feud. But that's all he flew over for. So I could see him flying over again because Saudis obviously pay a shitload of money to get the big guys back. Because I can see Goldberg coming back just for Matt. As much as you love Goldberg,
everything, eh?
HBK
was gone for so long, but then when they waved 10 million in front of his face or whatever it was, even HBK came back. So.
I guess.
Ruben, that Undertaker figure they got announced, that's from Saudi, right?
That is a great figure.
It is. It's amazing. Technically, he first wore it at Extreme Rules in the tag match, but he did wear the same thing at Saudi. But
is that the one where he came out against AJ?
Yeah.
So why doesn't he have the trophy with that pack then? I want the trophy. If they're bringing the Mae Young thing out with Mae Young, I want the Saudi trophy with the Undertaker.
True. That would be a cool accessory in the future if they keep going with that. I think it's just
I'm going to have to get that Mae Young figure just for the trophy.
Well, do you reckon Mae Young will come with the trophy?
She is.
Yeah.
Have you not seen it?
She comes with that Mae Young trophy from NXT.
I didn't actually see it. I saw the figure, but I didn't see the accessory. That's pretty damn cool, actually.
I'll find it for you. You guys keep chatting.
All I know is that Undertaker figure. If you are part of the Major Figure Pod group, that made me HARD. That was a great figure.
Yeah. I was sitting at having lunch at work, and I marked out. I had to. I probably attracted a lot of.
Take a 5 minute.
Yeah, man. I think with the trophy, Mattel probably had to choose. It's either mold this new jacket with like all the cool designs and patterns. It's either include that or include the trophies. So, as an Undertaker fan, I'd rather have the jacket.
Undertaker robes out there.
It's I know. It's technically different though.
The trophy's bigger. The trophy's bigger than Mae Young. Jesus.
Yeah, that's quite cool. I did see this picture, but I only really looked at the figures. I didn't look at the accessories. That's awesome.
Yeah, that looks exactly like that Saudi trophy. Taker one.
It does actually. Yeah. Paint that gold, and you got the Saudi one. Yeah. That's good.
How awful would that be if they thought that was the Mae Young trophy and just put that in as the Mae Young trophy?
Anyway,
I'm back on here for a figure show, Ruben, because otherwise we're going to be on here for hours.
Yeah, can't do that. We're supposed to be talking about the pay-per-view here. My bad.
So, because you didn't come on the SummerSlam show, did you watch SummerSlam?
I did not. I didn't watch a second of it. I'm going to be honest.
Well, there goes that question. I was going to ask the question that Alex asked us and see which attires you'd love to see come out as a figure form, so then it can kind of relate back to what we're meant to be talking about in a way.
I've seen, like, of course, Instagram people post screenshots and stuff. Of course, Braun Strowman's got to be on that list with his new look. It's got to be a big one. I didn't see an awful lot of attires, to be honest. The Seth Rollins one I saw. I think that's definitely got to be a figure. The homage to Rey Mysterio. That's awesome. Seth always has great attires at the big shows.
He does.
Seth's attire is based on Rey Mysterio's ECW maybe Series 65 figure attire.
Yeah, his Halloween Havoc 1998 attire.
Yeah,
that one. Yeah. Man, putting those two side by side once that Seth Rollins figure comes out, that'll be pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I saw Matt in the SummerSlam video you did. I saw a glimpse of it when I got home. You asked what would you put in a SummerSlam set? The SummerSlam sets, they always have flashbacks, so we could continue the question. How would we fill out the set including flashbacks? So what would you guys put in?
SummerSlam flashback.
There's some good ones.
Undertaker versus Undertaker was SummerSlam, right? That's what we established. Has there been a fake Undertaker figure?
Not a fake Undertaker, no. They made a basic version of the real Undertaker from that, but nah, fake Undertaker.
Maybe they could do a fake Undertaker Elite.
Very well could.
I'm just trying to find this photo that we were talking about earlier now that I remembered it. So you can see what I was... Oh, perfect. Now you can see what I was talking about. Hang on. Give me a second. So what do you reckon is going to happen in the Universal title match, Ruben?
Reigns, Strowman, and Fiend, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
And Paul Heyman.
Retain. Paul Heyman too. Yeah, I did see that. Fiend to retain, definitely. It looks like they're trying to build maybe Fiend versus Roman at whatever the next pay-per-view is, whether that's the week after this, I don't even know anymore. But
the next pay-per-view is Clash of Champions, which is towards the end of September.
Okay. Yeah. They're probably building towards that. So I'd say, Fiend wins, but he doesn't pin Reigns, maybe?
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah. Strowman takes the pin in that one.
Last photos uploaded, and then I can show you what I was talking about. So earlier on, I said to Alex that Braun Strowman came out looking like a Hardy Boy on SmackDown.
That's very true. That's spot on.
You see what I mean now, right, Alex?
I do see what you mean now, yes.
I love it, man. Yeah,
like,
we got to have a
looking like you wanted to be the new Hardy brother.
Yeah, and put it with this bit right here. Put Strowman amongst these guys.
If I did
I still got to get another one of those for a Lucy.
I think they're selling out on ringside, so get it.
Yeah, I know. Don't tell me that. I just made a major purchase, which I haven't even told Alex about yet. I'm gonna surprise him when it arrives.
Did you buy the AEW real scale ring? Did you?
No. I'm not crazy like you. And you don't even know this even, Ruben.
I reckon Alex is onto something, eh?
No, it's not. It's actually not.
Right. You're lucky you got in.
I should have brought that instead of this. That's what.
You're lucky you got Wave 2 of AEW pre-ordered because they're already starting to sell out.
I've only got one pre-order. That's the other thing I need a pre-order. Stop reminding me of these things I need, Alex.
Right. Back to your early one. If you did a flashback for SummerSlam, I thought about this. I would do Eddie Guerrero. Only because where have I got this? SummerSlam 2000, where they had the first, I don't know if it was the first, but they had the intergender match with Eddie, Chyna, Trish Stratus, and Val Venus. I would do an Eddie. Man. Or I would do a Chyna, to be honest, by herself, since she's only just had the one with Triple H.
She does have a single one coming out.
Does she?
Yeah.
Man,
enough.
Chyna has that Mania 17 figure coming out. Was she wearing? I can't remember from back then. Was she wearing like what she wore at WrestleMania 17 back at SummerSlam, or would it justify a new release? Do you think?
I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
If that could work, you could chuck both of those characters in there.
Oh, boo, Carl.
Biz, what are you doing?
Carl was joining. Oh,
Man,
Carl was joining, so I was rearranging.
damn. We need Carl to get on here.
Yeah, he'll know about that attire. He'll be able to tell us just like that. Surely.
Trying to find it now. She wore.
This is the China figure.
Yeah, they did such a good job with that China. The sculpt was on point.
I could have seen her being an Ultimate, to be honest.
That could still come, eh? Do you reckon?
I could see her being. I could see her being an Ultimate.
What attire would they go with for an Ultimate if they did China? They've covered two pretty major attires in Elite form.
So I say I would probably go with this match that she had with Eddie Guerrero, Trish Stratus, and Christian. It was for the Intercontinental title when China won it.
Right, yeah, that's a pretty big moment. They need to get their figure form.
You know what they need to do? They just need to bring back the defining moment set.
It's weird with that because when Defining Moments came back in 2014, that set it's shelf formed. Yeah, that's the China figure there. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that one. Yeah, Defining Moments shelf formed all over the US or wherever they sold Defining Moments. But as soon as they announced that the line was being cancelled, that's when the prices started going up. So it's I think it's gonna be very hard for Mattel to really bring anything back at this point.
What year was Shinsuke come out though? Because Shinsuke's the defining moment. He wasn't in WWE at 2014, was he?
They brought it up back in 2014, and I think it lasted 3 years. So Shinsuke was one of the last ones before they canned.
He was the last, and then they had wasn't a Ric Flair and Chris Jericho come out just before that?
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Or was it a Macho Man? It was either Macho Man or Ric Flair.
They definitely revisited Ric Flair, so I think you're right about all three of those.
I sent you a photo, Matt, of China's attire for the SummerSlam 2020 on Facebook, since I don't know how to post it in this thing.
What other flashbacks could they put?
I thought she wasn't wearing anything.
No, she's definitely wearing something.
I was about to say, shit, did you go on a Playboy website to find this?
No. Pornhub.
Jesus.
Hey, we don't have to have that.
Oh, okay. That's kind of a mix between the two figures that came out. It's kind of like halfway between both. They could definitely do a figure of that.
I suppose if you're going to do an Ultimate, you'd do it on an important moment because you could have her with the Intercontinental title for an Ultimate for that.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, come to think of it, they'd have to cover that at some point.
Yeah, so, but anyway.
All right, so we've got 4 more minutes until we're half an hour overtime. So let's finish this off actually talking about Payback.
Yeah,
okay. So we've established you're looking forward to Keith Lee versus Randy Orton. What match besides that one do you think? So what's basically like the dark horse of the show?
What I'm surprised after you guys announcing the card is that Big E and Sheamus is on the pre-show. Man,
yes, I'm surprised by that too.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of both of those guys. Man, I think they could put on a hell of a match if they are allowed to. So if they're allowed to steal the show in the pre-show, I reckon they can. They're definitely capable of it.
Pre-show though, it's not going to, right?
Yeah, no, that's the problem. They're probably very limited in what they can do in a pre-show, but
yeah,
they're definitely capable of putting on the best match if they were allowed.
Because Matt, I've googled WWE Payback pre-show and nowhere shows Big E Sheamus as the pre-show. It's just got one match as of Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott. Where did you see this? Because it's not even on WWE's website or Facebook.
I don't know. I can't remember. Here's the.
Yeah, that's the advert. But if you go to the actual Liv Morgan picture, that it says pre-show.
Does it?
Oh, so you reckon this could be main card?
I think that's main card.
I don't know. I read that it was pre-show. I could be very wrong, and it could be like
considering
something?
Considering Sky's showing that it's meant to be a 4.5 hour pay-per-view, which is longer than SummerSlam, which is crazy.
No. It's not going to happen. There's no way.
Payback now the biggest party of the summer.
No, there's absolutely no way.
Taker might come out and win the Universal.
I think they might need that for ratings at this point.
Possibly.
Oh, here's something for you. You're familiar with the NXT guys, eh, Ruben?
Kind of. Kind of. I wouldn't... Yeah, I enjoy watching their matches more. So
If Retribution was to come out tomorrow and not necessarily involved with Roman Reigns like the rumor is, who would you like to see unmask under the mask? Give us one or two people.
assuming that these are all NXT people. Oh, that probably is. It probably is just all NXT people.
Even 205, maybe. We'll say NXT and 205. But not UK,
Honestly,
because obviously the UK is kind of barred from the US at the moment.
I'd rather that no one unmask because the main roster is too crowded as it is. All their call-ups from NXT, they're, well, man, they have a few episodes on TV and then they're off. Like, what happened to the Forgotten Sons? They're literally forgotten. And I knew it when they were coming in, that they were only going to be on for a few weeks and then there'd be nothing for them.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd love to have an answer for you, but I'd rather no one.
I would love to see Retribution being all women.
Oh,
because if you think of like we were talking about earlier, if you look at the women's roster is depleted. Like, you've gone from having the Bella Twins, Becky, Ronda, and being like the women were actually being the women were main eventing more than the men when they had the whole Nia and Becky when Nia punched her in the face by accident and busted her nose open. But if you think back then, the tag team titles, when they brought them in and they were having the women's revolution of that Payback, like, they had the roster to do it. But you think about it now, and there's just no one there. So
Jackson Riker is in trouble for Twitter comments, and that's why they took the Forgotten Sons off TV.
Whether it's that or not, I think that they were going to be taken off eventually.
I mean, whether it's true or not, if that was the case, then why is Matt Riddle still on TV, even for all those allegations? Why is the team Dream back with those allegations? You know,
why is Sami Zayn back on TV? You know, if you honestly looked at his Twitter page, it's just all about like the political side of life. Even though he blocked me, but you can still see Twitter.
He blocked you.
Yeah.
What did you do to get blocked?
I obviously told him he was shit.
You do know. You do know.
I'm saying that, but it probably could have been something else. But
well, at least you know I'm from ringside, and I have no clue why. You guys need to go go message Ringside Collectibles on Instagram and tell them to unblock Wrestling Collectibles New Zealand.
Tell them to put that Undertaker Elite exclusive up for pre-order already, because I want to make an order there, but I'm waiting for that figure to pop up first.
You won't need to. You'll be able to buy it from Pop Guardian for $40.
If they get that, then definitely. I was talking to Nicholas, and they're trying to make it happen, but for some reason the exclusive ones, they're not available to them.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
They probably won't be available until like 2 days after the actual exclusive place gets in.
I don't even know because it's a Ringside exclusive. I don't even know if he'll be able to import them, to be honest. Because
is it a Ringside?
I think it's a Ringside, isn't it?
I thought that Undertaker was supposed to be the Series 79 exclusive, but maybe it's not, because they've already put up the pre-orders for the Mae Young, which is Series 81. So Undertaker's probably something else. But maybe they labeled it.
Wasn't Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish meant to come out like 6 months ago as well? Does Mattel even really know what's happening with their figure line, or is it just like, we'll put this one in here, we'll put this one in here?
Yeah, I don't know. Although it was on WWE.com, they mislabel the figures quite often, so it could have just been their honest mistake.
Yeah, but I mean, they should be able to get the Ringside exclusives in saying that, because Go Figure got them.
No, this is true. Yeah.
So I don't see why. But the day that Pop Guardian goes and gets the AEW series is the day I'm flying down to Christchurch and giving him a kiss.
Oh man, that would be amazing.
He probably won't now.
If you're watching this, I'm joking.
He'll probably be able to get Series 3 in when they announce that. I don't think
he hasn't been able to find them. He hasn't been able to find the supply chain from whatever it is. But yeah, anyway, we've just managed to go back to figures again. So I think we just end this here and then we just talk off camera about figures. How's that sound?
I'm trying to find the Undertaker one, but I can't find it on Ringside.
So just to end us off, Alex, who have you got main event Universal title?
I got Undertaker main event. No. Main event, I reckon Fiend retains only because because they want him babyface. I reckon he's going to hold it for a while.
Babyface Fiend.
They want babyface Fiend and heel Roman Reigns and Strowman. So I think Fiend retains somehow. It's not going to be a clean finish.
Fiend for me. Fiend's gonna even if it ends in a messy finish, Fiend's walking out with the title.
Cool. All right, and I reckon it's going to be Roman Reigns. So on that note, thank you guys for tuning into the Payback pre-show. Hopefully we can make this more of a regular thing. Excuse me. When there's a pay-per-view and whatnot. Tune in tomorrow for
tomorrow's a big one.
All right. If you've forgotten, for whatever reason, we have a massive announcement for our Chats with Wrestlers first guest. All right.
Oh, you're going to want to be here for Ruben. You're going to want to be here for this one.
He's smiling from ear to ear. Don't bother messaging him because he's not going to tell you. All right. Tomorrow, at the end of the show, we will be announcing who it is. All right. And trust me.
The wait, that's for sure.
The hype I have made around this, myself and Alex have made around this, is worth the wait.
She's a big one. She's a big one for New Zealand wrestling fans.
Hey, for our first interview, pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
Well, I still can't believe that you made this happen, Matt.
I still can't believe it either, to be fair. But on that note, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to keep talking about figures, I'd say, for the next half an hour or so off of camera. Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.